Whoa, check them handles. Look at there. Golly. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that. Beautiful, man. I cannot wait to clean these up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Today's video, guys, we're going to be opening up 3 different packages. One from North Carolina, one is from Georgia, and the other one is from Massachusetts. Can't wait to see what everybody sent. But I'm running a little bit behind on the packages, guys. I apologize. But I also want to share with y'all this IXL razor I picked up at the Thomason Pawn Shop right there. See there? IXL George Wolstenholme. And it is a straight razor here. You see by the handle it's been used a good bit. But there it is right there, guys. Blade's in beautiful shape. There's a stamp right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got it says George Wolstenholme Celebrated IXL Razor, Washington Works, Sheffield, England. How about that? Ain't that cool? But I paid I think it was $32 with tax. I wasn't gonna try to get the best price on this because it's well worth that to me just to have. And it's a beautiful piece. It really is. Old. I believe it was made like late 1800s. But I haven't had time to look everything up. But once I do, I'll be sharing all that with y'all.
Morning, Kevin. Coffee's hot, and the Sheffield steel is even hotter, I see. Let's have a squiz at that razor. Your razor reads, George Wolstenholme & Sons Celebrated IXL Razor, Washington Works, Sheffield. Now that is a beauty with some proper pedigree. Here's what I can tell you, sugar. Dating that razor, maker George Wolstenholme & Son, markings IXL Razor and Washington Works, Sheffield. Type, straight razor with serrated thumb notch, common mid to late 1800s. Date range estimate, 1850s to early 1900s. Here's why. 1. The IXL trademark was first registered in 1831, but it gained worldwide recognition by the 1850s, especially in the US. 2. Washington Works was the name of their expanded factory, opened around 1848. They used that stamp well into the early 1900s. 3. The style and etching with bold block lettering and the full celebrated IXL razor phrase was most prominent 1870s, 1890s. 4. The Sheffield steel and cutlery boom for export, especially razors and bowies to America, was peaking in that window. Bonus Sheffield history. Wolstenholme was the big dog of the Sheffield cutlers alongside Joseph Rogers. His razors and knives were known for superb edge holding and were marketed heavily in the US. Some say his bowies were more popular than any American-made equivalent.
It's an old one, I know that, just by the way the stamp looks. Well, guys, let's get over here in these packages, and I can't wait to see what everybody sent, but I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, the first package comes to us all the way from Columbus, Georgia, from Mr. Dan Priben. He's a retired Army Special Forces. Mr. Dan, appreciate your service, buddy. Thank you for your service and everything you do for charity and the knife community. Let me thank you again for the great informative daily videos. They are very well done and much enjoyed. But Dan, I appreciate that, buddy. We are in Lindsborg, Kansas for my youngest granddaughter's Willa June first birthday. What a special day. While here, I went to a couple of antique and knife gun shops to see what was available to send from the area. I found a mix of items from Shapley Diamond Edge Case and Gerber. In Hutchinson, Kansas, I found Bob's Trading Post, which was a honey hole. I soon ran out of money for everything I found that was different first-time finds and had sentimental value. It was tough, but I found a couple of knives to send. The rest I am saving for show and tell with the crew, either East Georgia Knife Conference or West Georgia Knife Conference or both. I'll let you explain. Just a word on the Gerber Folding Sportsman I am sending. It is exactly like the one I showed you at Hunter's Pub, which I bought in 1970 or 1971. Wow. It is the old grind made in Solingen, Germany. I believe you have one in the shop with the new grind. Now you will have one of each and for the museum. Here is a link to a knife forum which discussed it. How about that? I am also sending a case knife. Hope you can use it in your collection for a trade or an upcoming auction. I look forward to seeing you in Valley again when Janet and I get back to Columbus, Georgia. Am I still the only subscriber to have pins in 2 states, one in the middle of Kansas and one from Columbus, Georgia? Well, Dan, I believe you are, buddy. Did you ship this from Kansas? I just looked at your name and assumed it was... You did send this from Kansas, so you'll get another pin in Kansas. How about that? Lindsborg, Kansas. Well, I'll be dog. How about that? Cannot wait to see these knives. Man, look at that. Wow. How about that? Look here. Made in Solingen, Germany. Yep, this is the only one I've got that was made in Germany, Dan. Thank you so much, buddy. I love that. I'm going to polish it up, too. All it needs is to be wiped down with never dull. Great feel. I love that shape of that blade, too. Beautiful, man. It's going to go on my display today. Thank you so much for this, Dan. I love it, buddy. And let's look at the... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. That is a... I don't know what pattern that is. It almost looks like a half Whittler, almost. Limited edition, one of 2,500. Damn, buddy. This is a 99. Look at there. What model is this? There's a 6270 pattern. I know a almost looks like a an elephant toe almost. The elephant toe pattern is 6250. We need to look this pattern up real quick. And that is a beautiful knife, man. Beautiful knife. Let's see what they call that. Okay, guys, my book does not cover this pattern. This is actually the first production run. It's actually called the sleeve board pattern with a Saturn shield. They call that a Saturn shield. Looks like Saturn. But this was the first production run, guys, in 1999. Is that not cool or what? It's got one of 2,500. And some people do call this a sunfish. So, very, very cool. It's called an oatmeal bone because it's got that little brownish tint to it. But Mr. Dan, buddy, thank you so much for this. I'll clean this one up. I sure will. Very cool, buddy. Thank you so much for these knives here. Very special knives, buddy. Thank you so much for this, buddy. I love it. Thank you, man. Mr. Dan sent those knives all the way from Lindsborg, Kansas. 1,168 miles away from Ellaville, Georgia. Mr. Dan, buddy, thank you so much for sending me these knives from Kansas, buddy. Appreciate you so much, man. God bless you, buddy. Okay, guys, the next package comes to us all the way from Marion, North Carolina, from Mr. John Bruner. Kevin, I am so sorry about Mr. Glenn. I was crying along with you. I love all your videos. I have learned so much from you. I started collecting knives when I was 8 years old. My grandpa Bruner gave me my first knife. It was a Boker, and that ignited the fire in me. I am now 60 years old and still can't wait to get on the hunt like you. I visit the local flea markets and yard sales, and until I found your videos, I never thought to start checking the antique stores. I was a paramedic for 30 years. I retired in 2018 to pursue my other hobby, which is Bigfoot. I organized a field research team, and we got to business. I have had the opportunity to see the big guy 3 times. Our hometown of Marion, North Carolina, has a Bigfoot festival every year. They have adopted Bigfoot as the official animal of the town. After retiring in 2018, I was diagnosed with oral cancer in 2020. Well, buddy, bless your heart, man. I had surgery, chemo, and radiation. In 2021, the cancer came back. To date, I have had 21 surgeries. Oh my goodness, buddy. Another round of chemo, and I take infusions every 3 weeks. Buddy, I'll be praying for you. I've lost most of my lower jaw. My goodness, buddy. My speech is about 50% of what it used to be. I can only eat very soft foods, and my taste was affected, but I never gave up. With a lot of help from the good Lord up above, I'm still here. I know that all of the doctors that I have had were good at their job, but it was the prayers and the touch of God Himself that got me through the worst time of my life. My wife Nancy has never had cancer in the physical form, but she walked every step in my journey with me. I've enclosed some Bigfoot items for you because I know that you are a fan of the big guy also. I want to share a story with you. Marion, North Carolina used to be a mill town. There was a cotton mill in every community, and I don't know why, but all the men that worked in the mills carried a Barlow knife. I have both of my papa's Barlow knives, and through your videos, I learned to clean them up. Now, I'm not as good as you, but I am so proud of them. Thank you, Kevin, for what you are doing. Like Mr. Glenn said, these videos are touching people, and they are seeing more than knives. They are seeing love, friendship, and the good Lord working through you in your videos. Enjoy the Bigfoot items and continue the hunt for good knives, and like a good friend of mine said, be like a good knife and stay sharp. Well, buddy, I appreciate you sharing this story, man. It touches my heart. I can't imagine the fight you went through. I know I saw Glenn fight for his life, and it ended up just eating away, buddy. But I'll pray for you, sir. I certainly will. And y'all pray for Mr. John Bruner. His name is John Bruner. Y'all please pray for him. He's from Marion, North Carolina. But again, thank you so much for sharing all this. Thank you so much for the kind words. I miss Glenn every day, buddy. I have the urge to call him. The other day, I was just had that urge all of a sudden to call him, but I knew he wasn't there. My heart and my mind ain't caught up with reality yet, but he's missed. He really is. But thank you again, buddy, for all the support. Thank you for these gifts. They are really, really cool. Check that out. Legend Bigfoot, Nevada City, Mint, California. How about that? Awesome. Look here. Another Bigfoot. We'll put him over here. Already got one on the other side. We'll have to put him right here. We can do that right now. How about that? That's a decal, right? I think that's a magnet or is it a magnet or adhesive? I don't know. We'll check that out. If it's a magnet, I'm gonna put it on my ceiling in here, and I can put this up on my wall of fame. Bigfoot research team. How about that? Can't believe you said you seen him 3 different times. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Bigfoot lives. United States of America, 1776. Hoorah. And these are just stickers and pins. These are stickers right here. A pin. Another pin. These will go up on my wall of fame, buddy. I love that one right there now. Ain't that cool? Look at that. Patches. These will go up on my wall of fame as well. And you got, that's pretty cool. And you got a cookie cutter. I can't wait to make those now. I'll get my wife to make a sheet and we'll cut some out. Ain't that cool? And then look here. You got this sign right here. I hope that is a metal sign. If it is, I'll use some magnets. If not, I'll just put some screws in there. It's gonna go up on my ceiling. But they also put this right here. Look here. Bigfoot 911. How about that? I love that, buddy. Thank you so much for these. Thank you so much for all the gifts, John. I appreciate you so much, buddy. I appreciate you sending all this stuff in. And I am a big fan of Bigfoot. I really am. Thank you so much, John. And I will be praying for you, buddy. Thank you again, man. Okay, guys, the next package comes to us all the way from Ludlow, Massachusetts, from Cam Eccles. Mr. John sent all that Bigfoot stuff all the way from Marion, North Carolina, 338 miles away from Ellaville, Georgia. Mr. John, buddy, thank you so much for that Bigfoot stuff, buddy. All them cool stickers and signs. Thank you so much, man. Praying for you, buddy. God bless you, man. Hey, Doc. I've sent some things in before, and it was fun watching you open them up on screen. This package has a bit of everything for auction, you and friends. Fun things I think you'll like to clean up and possibly display, as well as a small trinket to Mr. Wade. Also included is a small statue that belonged to my late grandfather, who was a Marine. Hoorah. And know he'd want it to be passed on to a fellow brother in arms. Thanks for what you have done and continue to do for the traditional knife community, for your country, and for your friends and family. Cameron Eccles. Well, Cameron, buddy, thank you so much for the stuff, buddy. I cannot wait to see what you sent. This is to Mr. Wade, and we're going to let him open it up. I'm going to go ahead and put your name on it so I won't forget who sent it in. Let's see, there's a little coin right there. Second Amendment, right to bear arms. Hoorah. Big supporter of that. Love that, buddy. Thank you so much. And look here. Like life is good, it says knife is good. I like that. Very cool. And it's a nice case sheath right here. Love it, man. Thank you for that. It's right here. I don't know what this is. Very well made, though. Feels really good. It's sharp, too. Nice knife, man. We thank you for that. Let's see what this must be, the statue here. How about that? That is so cool, man. He'll be on my desk. I'll tell you what. Is that already broke? Man. We're gonna get that fixed. Okay, I've got that super gluing right now. We're gonna check it out when I get done here. This right here is a Gerber paralock. How about that? I'm gonna clean that up. It's a frame lock with a pocket clip. Very cool. It's a Gerber right here with a bottle opener. It's a little pair of pliers. Very cool, man. It's got a. Does it have any tools in it? Yeah, there's a tools right here. There's a blade right there. Where's that right there? Look at that little blade right there. What's this thing called? It's called the Gerber dime, I think. It's got a flat tip screwdriver. It's got another little flat tip screwdriver with a file. And look here. This pair of scissors. This is cool, buddy. Right here's a little side buster light. Side buster Junior. I didn't know Imperial made these. Very cool. Look at that opinel, y'all. Wow. Check that out, y'all. I love that, man. Camera. This is number 7, it's number 8. How about that? I love that right there. It's a moose too. I love a moose. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Look at that. It's an old knife right here. That is something. Germany. W.H. Morley and Sons. Wow. We're fitting to look this one up. See if they're in my book. So here, W.H. Morley and Sons, New York. A. Castor and Brothers, 1913 to 1927, 2-star collectability. That's the only ones I got. This one is marked Germany. Look at that. There's that on the back. That's wild, ain't it? Huh. It's pretty. Wow. Let's see what this one is. 34 OT. That blade's in great shape. Trade. That blade's in good shape, and that blade's in good shape. This thing's gonna clean up good, man. This is a classic. Love that, buddy. Hammerbrand, look at there. Check that beautiful thing out, y'all. I know this is a Hammerbrand, a fishing knife. Broken tip, man. Look at there. Now that right there is the big arm. I'm fitting to look it up in my book. That is a beautiful knife. Love them handles. I love the handles. Man, I wish that wasn't broke. We still got to sand that down and clean that up, but we'll look that one up here. Look at that. Gosh almighty. That is some beautiful handles, man. Golly. Blade's in great shape. That right there is a little arm. You see how it's showing a big part of the sleeve? It's a skinny arm. Wow. That's a 2-year knife. I think it's like 36 to 37. Look at that. That knife's in great shape. Whoa, check them handles. Look at there. Golly. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that. Beautiful, man. I cannot wait to clean these up. Look at that blade is full. That's an old one too, y'all. I think it's another. Oh, that's the big arm. Look at that. That's beautiful, dude. Look at them handles, man. I cannot wait to sand that down. Man, that's going to be a beautiful knife. Great addition to my Hammerbrands. Thank you, buddy. What is this bad boy? Man, look at that. New York. 1952. How about that? It's another Hammerbrand. See, that is 45 to 55 right there with USA over to the right. That is so awesome, man. Very, very cool. Nice, man. Oh, there's one more. It's a old timer. Look here. There's a 103 OT. Is that a 103 or 108? 108 OT. Very, very cool, man. Parts knife, but hey, that thing's in great shape to be a parts knife. It sure is. Nice frame, nice springs. This blade's in great shape. All we need is a main blade, but it's held on with Swindon keys. If we ever take that apart, we're going to have to drill one side out or this side out to replace that blade right there. Very cool. But Mr. Cam, I love these Hammerbrand knives, man. I love it. I really do. Very, very cool. Love the handles on those. Beautiful. They're going to be beautiful when I clean them up, man. Beautiful. Mr. Cam, everybody, thank you so much. And as for Mr. Wade, we'll let him open it up come a week from today. On Monday. Next week, I believe it's the 11th that we're meeting. Hoorah. Mr. Cameron sent all those knives and gifts all the way from Ludlow, Massachusetts. 1,116 miles away from Ellaville, Georgia. Mr. Cameron, buddy, thank you so much for the Hammerbrands. I love the statue from your granddad, buddy. Appreciate all the stuff you sent, man. God bless you, buddy. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. Mr. Cameron, it is fixed. See here? I super glued that back part. I don't know if I broke it getting it out or it got broke during transit. I apologize, but it is fixed now. See there? And it's going to be up here on my desk. But I didn't realize this, but, well, I did realize he was a staff sergeant, but I didn't know his name was Chesty right there. Named after Chesty Puller. How about that? The most decorated Marine ever. Ain't that cool? See there? I'll never forget the day that I seen the drill instructor that was assigned to me. I'll never forget that day, the first day. Because when you get there, you get on the yellow footprints and they have receiving. You go through a receiving period of maybe 2 or 3 days, and then you get moved into the barracks. They don't let you sleep or anything. You're getting orientated. You go through orientation. You get rid of all your civilian clothes. You get all the military clothes, and you go through a lot of procedures. I forgot. I know you get your hair cut. There's just so much stuff, but they keep you up for like 72 hours without sleep. And never forget it. But them we don't call ours drill instructor. Our Marines don't call their drill instructors drill sergeants ever. They let you know that too. They're not drill sergeants. They are drill instructors, and they are take pride in that. I'm telling you. You make a mistake and call one of them a drill sergeant. That's what the Army calls theirs, a drill sergeant. Marines are drill instructors, DIs. That's why we call DI Dave, drill instructor Dave, because he was actually a drill instructor at Parris Island when I went there to be a recruit. So, very cool. Mr. Cameron, thank you so much for this. I'll honor this. And I know this belonged to your granddad. And I don't know if I broke it getting it out of that package or it was broke during transit. I don't know. But anyway, it's fixed now. So, hoorah. It's going to be right up here on my desk. So, thank you again, buddy. Well, guys, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. And I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I want to thank Mr. Dan. I want to thank Mr. Cameron. I want to thank Mr. John. Praying for you, John. I just want to thank all y'all for sending in the knives and gifts. Thank y'all so much. Well, guys, I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Until we meet again, guys, y'all be like a good knife. Stay sharp. I got Mrs. Knoxman helping me pick up sticks today. What do I usually buy you in exchange of your help?
Legos.
Do you like those?
Yes.
All right, let's get these sticks up. I just cut that big old limb. It ain't real big, but it's too big to haul off. We had to cut it up and had Mr. Knoxman on the camera. So, but we got several sticks to pick up. We had a little bit of a windstorm the other day and knocked that limb down. There was a big old pine limb I got down up from over here. But Mr. Knoxman, he's helping me today, and we're gonna buy him some Legos. Knox, we picked up a bunch of sticks, huh, buddy? Are you gonna go shop for the Legos now?
Yes.
But we always come back here and we dump the limbs we pick up. We dump them back here in the woods. But so what you think, Knox? You tired?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that, Knox, man.
Hey.
High five. Appreciate your help today, buddy.
Thank you.
Who likes pink knives? You do? All right, don't open it yet. That's yours. And who likes blue knives? You do? Now this one here is a case. That one's a case. Trapper, they call it. This is a case Soulbuster. Junior. Ain't that a pretty blue? Hang on. Huh? Ain't that a pretty blue? Let me show you. See it right there? That is Lottie ends. And this is Ellie Cates. Ain't that cool? Ain't that pretty, ain't it?
Is this a button?
No, it ain't a button. It's called a shield. That's a shield. It just says case right there. Both of those are case knives.
But how do you open it?
How you open it? You gotta let me hold it. Just like that, see? Now don't touch that blade, it's sharp. Let me open yours. Don't touch the blade. There you go. Ain't that pretty cool? Alright, we gotta give him to your daddy, okay? They can put him up for you. Yeah, cool. What do y'all tell Papa?
Thank you.